Yo, what's going on, people? Right here I have the QQQ up. I'm just picking up where I left off from the last video where I was speaking about this actually occurring, and right now we're actually seeing um whatever I said last video starting to play out. So this is the QQQ index up here. I'm going to explain um each pretty much indicator, draw a line, that I have on this here chart. And it's pretty simple. If you've been following me, if not, you might want to go back and check out all my videos. Um, and pretty much like catch up quick on everything I've been talking about, and everything that's been corresponding with the market and the reaction, no matter what it's reacting to. Everything is in a chart before it happens. So again, I've been speaking a long time since December about this recycled top happening, and this sideways trend. Now I'm going to add a couple. Well, I'm not going to add a couple. I'm just going to add two lines real quick just to show you exactly what I'm talking about here. So just these two lines right here. Um, they actually are top, well, just the top and bottom. I'm not going to make it like so technical. I'm going to try to keep this as simple as possible. So the two green lines, top and bottom, that's pretty much the sideways trend that we have been seeing. But now we have this, I'm going to turn this to a bold red line just to dig a little deeper here. Um, let's just get that right there. So this red line here, everything that's traded above, every time the index went above this top red line here, it's pretty much overbought territory. The or the index should have been sold off back here, or continue to sell off from actually December, the end of 2024. But again, we had this nice recycle that happened on the 13th. So I'm going to re-bring up the 13th to actually get more detail with these lines. Let's turn these ones pink with some dotted, so you guys see just the specifics. And I got a lot of lines on here now. So these two lines, they actually correspond with each other in this amazing way that you would have to be very, very uh like attentive on, like, again, like what's happening in the market, and before it even occurs in the market. And that's something that's great about this channel. I actually break down a lot of things before it happened. But looking at this, as you see, just recent week, last week, the stock continued to reject here every time it tried to break back up towards this top red line. And as you see, it had this clean, very steep rejection, one after another, each day after another. Huge candlesticks here, huge red candlesticks here. But now if you look, um we have this for which should actually 495. Well, it actually did happen. I was, so VA StockTwits on my account, I was posting today that we should see the first bounce out 495, and it actually happened. And that was due to the fact that was the last area that was tested. I think it might have been 428, if not. um yeah, I think it might have been this candle here, the 228. But 495 was pretty much that bounce area. It still bounced today and closed at 497, but it still closed down below 500 and 498, which was very critical for the index. So now we have this bottom line here. As you see, it's still white, and we have a bottom of 483, which would be the next bounce if 500 levels have not been reclaimed yet. So let's just say this 480 is pretty much will get, chewed up, spit out. So once it breaks below 483, this beautiful thing, which would be, amazing to see. I've actually been saying this on the call buyers rehab video. It's just, it would be amazing to actually see this continued sell off, because again, we've already had the beauty of it running up, and it gets pretty much, it gets old. We need to see some new trends start to happen. We get better opportunities when those new trends start to happen, so we have this sell off. So again, if it breaks below this 483 here, we would actually get possibly 400, 420, 400, even lower. Like again, as you see that, or I'm moving this cursor at, just trying to line it up with the candlesticks, we can get to this 400 level, 380 even. And what that does is it lines it right back up with um the 113 candle on a daily, to where it should have from December actually had sold off. So as you see where it should have continued to sell off from December, we had this reversal back above the 521, and then went to go test that all-time high. So now we are pretty much um in continuation of 113 downtrend. As we've seen today, everything have been retested from the indexes, also in the tech sector, which you can see down here, and you can see down here in the trading snacks TV section. um we have technology, consumer, cyclical, um what else, insurance, banks, credit, pretty much financials, and capital markets, energy. So industrials a little bit, but industrials actually, uh held up okay. Uh so everything is pretty much being retested right now, and this continuation of the sell-off. So this is going to be pretty interesting, and it's good to actually, if you follow my content, it's actually good to get this information to actually prepare yourself, because we could see this massive drawdown below 400 or even 400 levels within the coming months. Actually, we could see this all in the month of March, um, and last for about 3, if not more, months. So it'll be actually crucial if we would need that recovery back above the 500 level, and or bounce at this 482. Uh, just looking at Nvidia, what Nvidia has done, it is pretty much the same. Nvidia, we can pretty much chart this up here, just real simply. I'm not going to add too many lines, but again, we see Nvidia is pretty much going through that same retesting of this 2-3, and then continuing this downtrend. But it could also, where was the, I want to say, well, CES was here. So yeah, it would be the continuation from the CES show, or pre-CES show, right around here, beginning of December. Because pretty much that's where it was saved from breaking below the 20 moving average on that day. And once the CES end up coming up, the stock had this nice full reversal, retesting the high over here. And as you can see, um, it typically has the exact same thing going on, um, same as the Qs. So as you can see, it matches up. It's this recycle here that we continue to see within the stock market. So again, the low 104, we can actually see this tomorrow. Um, we could see this 104 tomorrow. And again, if we don't bounce and hold that 113 level, from obviously the previous sell off on 2-3 post, deep seek information. So, all of this is pretty interesting. to continuously already like be ahead of the market and actually see that what's going on and what's the intent, the overall intent, of algos, or whatever's moving the market, whatever news information is moving the market.